Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy, ALTERGEIST Studios, coming at you with another spicy deck profile. Today I've updated ALTERGEIST for the August 2019 format. Deck is very strong. A lot of its bad matchups got better, and multi-figure at 1 really doesn't matter, and I'm going to show you why in this video. I'm wasting no time. I'm not going to explain anything that doesn't need explaining. So we got 3 Marionetter, 3 Meliseek, 2 Silk. We know this. We love this. It works. Silk is still a brick, by the way. Don't put it to 3. I know some people are doing that. No, 3 is incorrect. Always 2. 1 Multi-Faker, rest in peace. 1 Konkiri. Happy for the super rare reprint. It's a Battle Fader on crack, so it's good. 1 Sangan, this card's trash. If you have Meliseek, you're not normal summoning this. If you have Marionetter, you're not normal summoning this. It's just not good. Then we have some hand traps. 2 Ash, 2 Valor. And that's it for monsters. If I remember correctly, there's 17, something like that. You're not running too many monsters in this deck that you're actually trying to summon. Now I have spells. I actually cut Duality for a while, but I put it back in because you just need it to dig through your cards. Sometimes I open too many monsters or too many traps. And that deck did have this problem. I think I've solved it pretty well though with this. And there's a spicy trap card that I'll show you that helps with this card. But yeah, 3 Duality and 1 of each field spell. Secret Village is good against Striker, Hero, Cyber Dragon still running around. It's also good against the Orcus deck because they can't activate their field spell, so that's pretty decent. Necro Valley though is what you want to go against the meta. You want to drop against Salamangreat, Orcus, Striker, Thunder, all the decks, because it kills them. They can't move cards from the graveyard to a different place. So that kills Levineer, that kills Gazelle, that kills Spinny, that kills Multi-Roll, that kills the entire frickin' Orcus deck. It's so good. But that's it for spells. If there was anything I'd want you guys to take away from this video, it's play Necro Valley in the main of ALTERGEIST. It's so good. So then we have trap cards. 3 Spoofing. This is a little different than it was. I was playing this at 2. You have to play it at 3 now just because Multi-Faker, you're not opening it much, so you have to be able to get to it as fast as possible. I don't mind breaking on it as in multiples as much anymore. It's a good card. I just wish it was ALTERGEIST Spoofing. But that's just what everyone wishes. 2 Protocol. This hasn't changed. Said Wolf Marionetter, it's just as good as ever. Hand traps are not too great this format, but they are still a thing. And the ability to stop, like, Dimensional Shifter. I think, is that what the dude's called? Dimensional Shifter? Yeah. Being able to stop that is pretty good. This did change the 1 Manifestation. I was playing this at 2. I don't think that's correct anymore, even with upping the amount of spoofings. Because we're playing Duality, we're going to see an ALTERGEIST card. If we don't, that's just insanely against the odds. Because we're running, like, essentially 18 ALTERGEIST cards, if I remember correctly. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. So that's it for the ALTERGEIST traps. We do have some more that I guess count as hand traps, but I didn't want to put them in there because their conditions for making them hand traps are kind of obscure. 2 Typhoon. Your opponent has to control 2 to be able to use it from your hand, but it is an MST that you can use on your opponent's turn when they go first. That's pretty cool. Hurts Salamangreat. It can kill a multi-roll early on. It can't get called by the grave. No one's prepared for this card, so it's pretty cool. Another spicy tech in the main. And then 2 Evenly Matched. I have bad luck with die rolls, which makes me wonder why I'm playing a trap deck sometimes. But this card is always insane. And even though you don't open Multi-Faker as much, Evenly Multi-Faker is still a combo. And when it does happen, you're usually winning that. Then we do have some more trap cards, of course. We have some Summon Killers. 2 Lost Wind. I was considering cutting this for an extra Crackdown and an extra Judgment. But being able to use it twice is just insane. You can't do that under Necro Valley, but like, if your opponent's under Necro Valley, odds are you're already winning it anyway. 2 Crackdown, card's insane. Like I said, I would have played the 3rd one if I could find space, but Lost Wind proved to be too good. And here's another card I may cut Lost Wind for. 2 Dark Renewal. So, special Multi-Faker from deck, kill a normal or special summon at any point during your opponent's turn, and maybe even get a search off Meliseek. That sounds pretty good. This is the tech of the video. Like, Necro Valley is good, and Evenly in the main is good, but play Dark Renewal, by all means. That card is incredible. And if you'll notice, Impermanence is still missing, and I topped over every other ALTERGEIST player at the locals. No one else topped. I was the only one that did with ALTERGEIST, and they were playing, like, Impermanence, the standard lineup, but spicy techs will get you there. 2 Judgment. I would probably play it at 3 if I could find space. The card's insane. It stops Evenly, stops anything. So good. Evenly is the only card that really blows this deck out. A Twin Twister sometimes can, but you have so much spell, like, hate and negation that it doesn't even matter. Then we have the Metaverse, activate Necro Valley, or Secret Village on the opponent's turn. I didn't like Terraforming. I just felt that it was too slow, if that makes any sense. Like, Metaverse dropping things on the opponent's turn is better because then we don't have to play under them as much. And then 40th card, Order. Gotta love Order. That card saved me so many times. That's it in the main. 40 cards. Yeah, some things have changed since April, but not too many things. Yeah, now let's get on the extra deck. We are playing Cherries, so I have a couple Cherries targets. They're not very good though. We got the Electrum, we got Mirage. I would put in Colossus and Kagari. Kagari is just in the Striker deck. Coming soon. Give me just a couple weeks. I'm waiting for the rest of the cards to get shipped in. But yeah, budget Striker is going to be a thing, so you guys watch out for that. But yeah, I like Mirage more than Sunlight Wolf, just because like they can get into their get into like their level 3s on board, but then you Cherries this, and they're left in a really inoptimal position, and then they have to start banishing their spinnies, which is huge. Yeah. But I mean, that's just up to you. 1 Linkuriboh, 1 Almirage. I summon Linkuriboh so much more, but like I said, Almirage comes up just enough to where I could see why you'd want to play it. If I upped Dark Renewal to 3 though, I would cut Sangan just because of the fact that Dark Renewal just does it so much better. But I mean, sometimes you don't have a spellcaster, and that's why I like Sangan. 3 Hextia, that's linked to in the game, changed my mind. It's a negate, it gains attack, and it floats. Like, this card is incredible. 1 Kidolga, that changed from earlier. I was playing it too. It's okay, it doesn't come up very much. This card comes up a lot, actually. 1 Prime Banshee, I summoned this like 4 times. So that's like almost once a round, which doesn't sound like much, but like I needed to swing for game against a zombie deck. That's the only like non-meta deck that I played. And I needed to like swing for game. He used a red reboot on me, and I just needed to get over it because he had a full graveyard setup, but I killed everything else, and this card got me there. Phoenix. Best nightmare that I can go into. I don't really care for Unicorn too much, because if I want to make a Link 3, I'd rather make like a Decode Talker, which I don't run, or a Prime Banshee, because Prime Banshee just special summons a multi-faker from deck if you don't have it already. But Phoenix is good. Underclock is how you get a downward arrow, transitioning out of your Phoenix. I wasn't playing this before, and I'm kicking myself for doing that because this card is insane. Its effect is alright, but you're using it for the arrows. And then the Waken the Dragon target. Ultimate Falcon. That's it for the extra deck. Extra deck was pretty good. I maybe would have played a couple different Cherries targets. Colossus would have been a good Cherries target. Saryuja, Alpi, all those work. Now we have the side. We have 3 Lance. This card is insane in the Orcus matchup. You have to see it because if they build a board, that board is very difficult for you to break. Just because like Crescendo is insane because it banishes your Melseek instead of sending it to the graveyard, which is... This deck doesn't like having cards banished too much. 3 Reaper. She's still pretty good. I would side her in more if I found better Cherries targets, but I'm still trying to figure that out. This card, I would say if you had to cut anything in the side deck, cut this one first, just because of the fact that this format's not very defined yet. I mean, we still have like Salamangreat running around, Orcus, Striker, Thunder, but like there's many other decks that can play, and I'd say at the beginning of every format, this card is just a little worse than it could be. But if you wanted to, you can cut this for like Ogre or something. The other 2 Secret Village, Striker's still running around. I just didn't like 2 or 3 in the main, so I mean, it's still a good card. Now I have the part that matters, the thing is a triggered multi-faker. 2 Awaken the Dragon. No one plays around this card. It's just so good. I was at a tournament a few weeks ago, actually, funny enough, and I had nothing. Like this was one before I was playing Duality, so like keep that in mind. So I had Waken the Dragon and 4 monsters. I had an Ash and a Veiler, but it was still annoying because that was against like a Burning Abyss Gizmek deck. I don't even know what that thing did. But like he was going to win until he went to Nightmare Phoenix because he was so scared of my back row. He sniped this and I summoned summoned Ultimate Falcon with this, and you just couldn't out it. So it gets you some cheese wins. 1 Wiretap. I don't even know why I'm playing this. This should be a 3rd Judgment. Like, this is the most... Like, it comes up sometimes. If you know your opponent's gonna side in evenly, then yes, it's good. But Judgment just does it better. Gets us better in time, though. 2 Duster, Striker, Guru, Salad, Orchist, I guess. It's just a really good card. And then the Spice, the good card in this side deck, Summon Limit. This card, funny enough, I actually didn't see it at all last night, but it was just it's so good. It's been so good at previous tournaments, and not playing this card was so bad before because you would just set up a board but not be able to put enough pressure on combo decks, and this would just burn you. So yeah, that's about it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and see you next time. See ya!